All right, so welcome back for another deep dive. And today we're really getting into some, well, I guess you could say sticky territory. We're looking at temptation. You know, that moment when the line between right and wrong gets a little blurry.
Oh, yeah, that gray area can be fascinating and unsettling all at the same time.
Exactly. And our source material today really brings that to life. It's a two-part story, actually, and it puts us right in the middle of this, well, let's call it a predicament. Our main character is Mia, and she's a museum curator, super dedicated, really loves her work.
Someone who believes in what they do, that's always interesting.
Yeah, totally. But here's the thing. She stumbles across a big security flaw, like a major vulnerability.
Mhm.
She tries to report it multiple times, actually, but no one seems to care.
Oh, so there's already a sense of being ignored, overlooked. That
Uh-oh.
can definitely set the stage for, well, bad decisions.
Right. It's like the story is building this tension from the very beginning. And then enters Leo, this mysterious figure, who approaches Mia with a proposition. And it's not just any proposition, it's to steal a priceless artifact from the museum.
Whoa, okay. So we've got dedication, we've got frustration, and now we've got, well, a criminal conspiracy in the mix.
Exactly. And you can imagine Mia's reaction, right? She's shocked, appalled even. I mean, this goes against everything she believes in.
But there's always a but, isn't there? That's where the psychology gets really juicy.
Totally. Because, see, Leo's smart. He knows how to manipulate, how to play on Mia's emotions. He points out how underappreciated she is, how the museum doesn't value her. He basically plants these seeds of discontent.
So he's not just offering a quick reward, he's chipping away at her foundation, her loyalty.
Right. And as the story moves to the second part, you could see those seeds taking root. I mean,
Yeah.
Mia's a mess. She can't concentrate. She's constantly thinking about Leo's offer, the possibility of a new life, financial security, all that.
Temptation's a powerful force, especially when it aligns with, some unfulfilled desires, maybe some resentment.
It's eating her up inside. And so she agrees to meet Leo at a cafe. And this scene, let me tell you, it's intense. You can feel Mia's nervousness, her hesitation.
Well, Leo, I bet he's cool as a cucumber. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, absolutely. He's in control. And he's vague, intentionally so. Just hints at the plan, mentions distractions and alarms, but never reveals the full picture.
Classic manipulation tactic, keeping her hooked, but off balance.
Yeah. He dangles the promise of a better life,
Mhm.
financial security, recognition, all the things Mia might be craving. It's like he's painting this picture of a perfect escape from her current reality.
And it's working, right? It's making that unethical choice seem less, well, unethical.
Exactly. He's blurring the lines, making it seem like she deserves this, like it's her right. And the crazy thing is, despite her fear, despite knowing this is wrong, Mia agrees. She says yes to the plan.
Which just shows how persuasive temptation can be, especially when it's presented in a way that aligns with your needs, your desires, maybe even justifies them.
It's fascinating, isn't it, to see how our minds can rationalize things, even when we know deep down they're wrong.
Absolutely. This is where we bump into the concept of cognitive dissonance, right? That mental discomfort when our actions clash with our beliefs. And to ease that discomfort, we often twist things around in our heads.
We make excuses, we justify things, we convince ourselves that it's not that bad. I mean, think about it. We all do it to some extent.
Oh, for sure. It's a very human response. And in Mia's case, it's what allows her to participate in this scheme, even though it goes against her moral code.
Which brings us back to the whole point of this deep dive. It's a story about temptation, yes, but also about vulnerability. How easily we can be swayed, manipulated even, when someone knows exactly which buttons to push.
It's a reminder that none of us are immune to these forces, that we all have to be aware of our weaknesses, those areas where we might be susceptible to, let's say, bad influences.
Right. Because the consequences, well, they could be pretty severe. Not just legally, but ethically, personally. Mia's choice could ruin her career, her reputation, even her sense of self.
And it makes you think, doesn't it? If you were in her shoes, faced with a similar dilemma, what would you do? What factors would weigh on your decision? Would you be able to resist the allure of a quick fix, even if it meant compromising your values?
That's the question we're left with, isn't it? And I think it's something we all need to ponder. Because understanding those internal struggles, that battle between right and wrong, it's crucial to navigating the complexities of, well, life.
Couldn't agree more. It's about knowing yourself, your values, and being wary of those who might try to exploit them.
Well said. And on that note, I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive. Hopefully it's giving you some food for thought, something to chew on as you go about your day.
Always good to keep those ethical muscles flexed, right? You never know when you might need them.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.
Until next time.